Here's something that would have terrified me if I'd been diagnosed 30 years ago. There were basically no treatments for MS. You just got the diagnosis and waited to see how bad it would get. But I wasn't diagnosed 30 years ago. I was diagnosed in 1999, and that timing might have saved my life, or at least the quality of it. The first disease-modifying therapy for MS was approved in 1993. Before that, doctors could treat symptoms, sure, but they couldn't do anything to slow down the actual disease process. Now, we have over a dozen different options: injections, infusions, pills, different mechanisms, different side effect profiles, different levels of effectiveness. When my neurologist sat me down after my diagnosis, she didn't say, "Well, good luck with that." She said, "Okay, let's talk about which treatment is right for you." And that's a conversation that didn't exist for most of MS history. I'm on one of the newer oral medications. I take it once a day. That's it. And what it does is reduce my relapse rate by about 70% compared to no treatment. 70%. It slows down the progression of disability. It gives me a significantly better chance of staying mobile and independent for decades. Are the treatments perfect? No. They all have side effects. Some of them are pretty serious. Some people don't respond well to certain medications and have to try others. And yeah, they're expensive, which is a whole other conversation about healthcare that I could spend an hour on. But the point is, they exist. They work. The data is clear on this. People who start treatment early and stay on it consistently do better than people who don't. Not a little better, a lot better. I think about the people who were diagnosed in the 70s, the 80s, even the early 90s. They didn't have this option. They just had to watch the disease take its course. And for some of them, that course was devastating. I got lucky with my timing. We all did. Everyone diagnosed in the last couple decades. Because pharmaceutical companies and researchers figured out how to slow this thing down. They figured out how to give us more good years. Is MS still a serious disease? Yes. Does treatment mean you're cured? Absolutely not. But it means you have a fighting chance. It means you're not just sitting there waiting for the next shoe to drop. You're actively doing something to manage this. And in the world of chronic illness, that's huge. That's the difference between hopelessness and having a plan, between giving up and showing up to fight another day. So yeah, treatment actually works now. And that's a really, really good thing. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm doing 10 episodes in this series, covering everything from treatments to managing symptoms to how MS actually affects your day-to-day life. And check out the description below for links to resources and my website where you can find more information about living with MS. Thanks for watching.